What if everything you thought about postpartum fitness recovery was wrong? What if bouncing back is actually slowing you down? In today's episode, we're unpacking the truth about postpartum recovery, the good, the hard, and the freeing. And spoiler alert, slower is smarter, and your body is doing exactly what it needs to. Stick with me in today's episode because by the end of today, you'll have a whole new perspective on what healing and strength really look like for active Christian moms. Let's go.
Postpartum is hard. One second we feel like our bodies are miraculous, and the next we feel like we're a complete mess, out of touch with the strong, confident women we used to be, all while the fitness industry pressures us to bounce back as quickly as possible to a body that never looked like it was pregnant to begin with. That's why, whether we're 3 days postpartum or 3 years postpartum, we need the refreshing truth of gospel-focused fitness to give us energy for the physical challenges of motherhood, peace with our postpartum bodies, and kingdom-centered motivation to train for strength and stamina. So mama, whether you're sipping on cold coffee or folding 5-day-old laundry, I pray by listening every Monday, you become equipped, encouraged, and empowered for a strong motherhood, all for God's glory. This is the Strong After Birth podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Hello and welcome to the show. I am your host, Coach Laura Lindahl, and today's episode comes, as always, I think God's providence is so real at such a good time for me to even record this podcast episode for you guys because my toddler has been sick and I am reminded that postpartum fitness is a slow journey and I feel the resistance to that. To understanding that is equally true, but feeling so much resistance to it being slow. And so today I want to share this episode with you and let's go ahead and dive in. Imagine with me way back when, maybe it feels so long ago, maybe it feels like yesterday, maybe it actually was yesterday. You just had a baby. Your body has changed, your energy feels drained, and you look in the mirror wondering when you'll feel like yourself again. Everywhere you turn on Instagram or Pinterest, there's pressure to bounce back. You see other moms on social media running marathons at 6 weeks postpartum, wearing their pre-baby jeans, and you wonder, what's wrong with me? Why is this taking so long? Well, what if I told you there's nothing wrong with you? That slow progress is not failure, but it's wisdom. What if instead of chasing a timeline, you embraced the beautiful and necessary process of healing and rebuilding postpartum? Maybe like me, you've tried the crash diets, you've tried the intense workout programs, that all or nothing plan that seemed 75 hard. Absolutely outrageous, but slightly inspiring at the same time. Maybe you start strong only to feel exhausted, overwhelmed, or even injured. You feel guilty for not keeping up or frustrated that your body isn't responding the way you expected. You pray for patience, but deep down, you just want results. If that's you, I see you. I've been there too. And I want to tell you, it's not your lack of willpower, your lack of discipline or faith that's holding you back. It's the expectations you've been given. And today we're going to rewrite them together. Imagine you're planting an orchard. You put tiny little seeds into the dirt with your dirty hands. You press them down into the dirt. You pack them down. You water them. You watch the sunshine and the rain from your window and you watch it grow. Now, you wouldn't expect tiny seeds to turn into fruit-bearing trees overnight, would you? You wouldn't tug on the leaves hoping to make them grow faster. No, instead, you'd nurture the soil. You would water it consistently. Maybe you'd make sure that you're using a good fertilizer or making sure you're consulting with somebody who knows something about an apple orchard, and trust that growth happens in seasons. Listen, your postpartum body is the same. Healing takes time and science backs this up. Your core and pelvic floor need months to recover. Your hormones are recalibrating and your nervous system is adapting to all new demands. Your brain is literally learning how to keep another human alive. And if you are like me, there's a mental load of constant mom problem solving. And rushing the process doesn't speed up healing, it stalls it. I recently coached a mom named Sarah who just felt really stuck, and she came to me feeling frustrated because she had kept pushing herself to work out harder, but her energy was tanking and her progress felt stagnant. But when she shifted to a sustainable, grace-filled approach and focused on a few keystone habits that we'll cover today, everything started changing. She learned to celebrate small wins. She learned to listen to her body and train in a way that honored her healing. And guess what? She got stronger, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. What if instead of resenting your body, you started respecting it? What if instead of frustration, you felt freedom? Imagine waking up without the pressure to prove yourself, knowing that you are already enough. Imagine moving your body with joy, building strength that lasts, and actually enjoying the process. The slow journey isn't a punishment for us as women. It is a gift. It's a chance to slow down and rewrite the narrative, to model grace for your children, and to experience God's kindness in our own flesh. This isn't just about fitness. It's about faith, patience, and the kind of transformation that lasts because the Holy Spirit is a part of it. Here are 3 really practical action steps. If this is something that resonates with you, I want you to take today. First is to reframe your timeline. Instead of asking, how fast can I get back? Maybe you're asking that question in the back of your mind, or as you're scrolling through workout programs, just trying to find one that will help you do it the fastest. Hello, microwave society. We've been trained to do things as quickly as possible. Ask, how well can I rebuild? Give yourself a different question to think about using this time to create a very strong, high quality foundation, and give yourself permission to heal at the pace your body needs. Number 2 is to focus on foundations. Now, the foundations for healing postpartum is to start with breath work, core and pelvic floor rehab, and gentle strength training. I do not want you to miss out on the power that is rebuilding your core postpartum and how it can really change how you feel when you do get back to lifting or running and being active again full time, back to full throttle that you want to be at. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions when it comes to this. And if you are looking for a way to get your foot in the door with breath work and core and pelvic floor rehab, I do have a free 3-day core reset that is super powerful. Clients have already found it to be really impactful for their pelvic floor, and they can feel their core much more when they're doing their day-to-day actions. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, check out the show notes. The link will be there. Step number 3 is to find accountability and encouragement. I want you to surround yourself with voices that remind you of grace over the grind. If you hear some of your friends perhaps talking about their maybe unrealistic expectations of themselves, or maybe a new challenge or something like that they're doing that sounds a little unsustainable for you, I want you to dial down those voices. Remind yourself that her journey is not your journey. And I want you to join a postpartum friendly fitness group. Either that is maybe joining True Strength Builder. Hi, hello. We prioritize sustainable progress around here, and we soak in God's truth about your worth. Or find a good friend who is in the thick of it with you. Find that accountability, find that encouragement, because we are not meant to go through this alone, and the enemy's voice is everywhere. I want to leave you guys with Ecclesiastes 3:1. And this is such an interesting book to quote from because it is about the trials of life. And it can feel very, very monotonous to read this book because it just says, vanity, vanity, why even try? But we get such a good reminder here in Ecclesiastes 3:1, which says, for everything, there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Everything there is a season. There is a season for growth. There is a season for dormancy. There is a season for being slow. And yes, there is a season for pushing and challenging. And we can have that conversation at a different time. But right now, I need you to know that it's okay to have a slow season. There is a purpose for every season under the heaven. Listen, mama, you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and Jesus is in the thick of it with you. Keep going one step at a time. Let's talk about your journey. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure about what's next in your postpartum fitness journey, I'd love to invite you to a free True Strength Builder discovery call. This isn't a high-pressure sales call. It's just a simple, stress-free conversation where we can talk about your goals, your struggles, and what support might look like for you. Imagine how freeing it would feel if you had a plan that actually works for your life. A plan rooted in grace, not guilt. A coach in your corner who's there to support you and not tear you down. You don't have to figure this out alone. Let's take the first step together. Click the link in the show notes to book your free call today, and I cannot wait to connect with you. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a fellow mom who needs this encouragement today. And if you want more guidance on postpartum fitness from a place of grace and wisdom, check out the resources that I mentioned in the show notes. Until next time, friends, stay strong. All the love, Coach Laura.